Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to another primetime edition of Pro Football Chat on YT I am your host. I am the Pigskin Prophet. My name is Freddie Football. Welcome once again. We got a great show for you today. And we're going to go first. We're going to go around the NFL news. We'll talk about some news today. Deshaun Watson, Houston Texans quarterback. Deshaun Watson is in the news, so we're going to mention him. Also, we're going to talk on our next show. We're going to be talking about the quarterbacks. There's been some quarterback hoopla around the league lately. As you see my flashy football here. Okay, so with that said, let's get into it. Chicago Bears have traded linebacker or edge rusher Khalil Mack to the Los Angeles Chargers in exchange for a 2022 second-round draft pick and a sixth-rounder in 2023. In addition, the Chicago Bears are taking on the rest of Mack's remaining salary, which is $63.9 million. A lot of moolah. It gives the Bears more capital or more cap space for the upcoming 2022 draft to move up in the maneuver and to do other things. So that's led up by their new GM, Ryan Poles. The Mack era in Chicago is over. His 4 years there, the Chicago Bears had one NFC North crown after his first year. After that, they never advanced past the wild card round. So those years, as far as going to the playoffs or going deeper into the playoffs toward the Super Bowl, were disappointing. So they didn't. Khalil Mack finished his short career with the Chicago Bears with 36 sacks, 3 Pro Bowl selections, 2 All-Pro honors, a runner-up and Defensive Player of the Year, runner-up Defensive Player of the Year in 2018 and 4 seasons in Chicago. So he will be moving on to the Chargers and bolstering up that defense within Joey Bosa. Seahawks news. Seattle Seahawks have released 6-time All-Pro linebacker Bobby Wagner. Nobody has picked him up yet, but I'm sure that there are some teams that are on the cell phone right now, and one of them is possibly the Dallas Cowboys, because Bobby Wagner played under the Dallas Cowboys now defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, who was the defensive coordinator in the Seahawks some years past when he coached up the Legion of Boom, and I know you remember that defense. So sending shockwaves all throughout the league. Bobby Wagner, very great quality linebacker, has been released, and the Legion of Boom are no more in Seattle. Cowboys news. Right tackle La'el Collins has been a productive tackle when on the field, but has struggled to remain available in the last 2 seasons. You know, last year, excuse me, he missed the entire 2020 season due to injury. He was suspended for 5 games last season in 2021 for violating the league's policy and program on substance of abuse. So when he's not injured, he was an important part of the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. He was very good. He was a very good run blocker, also great in pass protecting, and he was graded at 80 or better on Pro Football Focus. So La'el is a premier tackle in the run game, like I said, and Dallas is having an active conversation right now with him as far as possibly letting him go, releasing him, and letting him become a free agent. And the free agency field will be opening up in a few days, and as you see, there's a lot of teams maneuvering around the league right now, releasing players and acquiring players through free agency, which will not be official until March 16th. So La'el Collins, his cap number stands at $15.25 million going into the 22 season. So excuse me, we'll see who picks him up. Philly news. Philadelphia news. Eagles make Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce's brother, Travis Kelce, who plays on the Kansas City Chiefs, the wide receiver. But his brother, Jason, who plays on the Eagles, has become the highest paid center in the NFL. He just signed a 1-year, $14 million deal to continue to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. So, later on that's another Stephen King novel. So later on that. Okay. Cowboys news. Today, the Dallas Cowboys have traded wide receiver Amari Cooper to the Cleveland Browns. They get a fifth, and in return, the Browns, they get a fifth and sixth round pick in the draft. So no more Amari Cooper in Arlington, Texas. He is now gone, and he is now a Cleveland Brown. Okay. I think that is all I have right now. 2 trivia questions. I want to ask you 2 trivia questions. What 2 quarterbacks, and please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for joining my show. Hit the subscribe button. If you have any comments, please, I welcome comments down below. If you have any ideas to make the show better, or if you have anything you want to say, or if you want to answer the trivia questions, please comment. That's welcome. Okay, 2 trivia questions. First one. Name the top 3 defenses in NFL history. Name the top 3 defenses in NFL history. And I'll give you my top 3. My personal opinion, but I'll give you my top 3. But if you'd like to answer this question, please load it up in the comments. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for joining Pro Football Chat with the Pigskin Prophet, me, Freddie Football. Okay. Second question. What 2 quarterbacks went to the Super Bowl 4 times with the same team and lost all 4 Super Bowl games? What 2 quarterbacks went to the Super Bowl 4 times with the same team and lost all 4 Super Bowl games? I will answer these questions on the next show. And speaking of next show, it's going to be a great one because basically I'm going to cover the quarterbacks. There's a lot of things happening around the league as far as quarterbacks. So I'm going to be covering that. So please stay tuned for that. And this is the end of our show. Thank you for joining me on Pro Football Chat. I am your host, the Pigskin Prophet, Freddie Football, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.